Okay, so we've been noticing some people are still having some problems with the Spotlight Sims. We're gonna do this video here to give you an idea of the players to use and the formula to use to complete all the Spotlight Sims captains. We're gonna start off with OG, who is a perimeter captain. And usually all the perimeter captains, they'll have the win conditions be something like, you have to win the game without turning the ball over. So with the OG, it's like win the game without turning the ball over more than one time. So first we're going to get into this and we'll show you the players that we're going to use. So the blueprint or the formula that we've been using that helps with this Spotlight Sims is Mikal Bridges and Robert Covington as your two perimeter defenders, because you want two guys, preferably small forwards, who play really good perimeter defense to match up with OG. Okay, Mikal Bridges, I believe he is a lock in on season 2. Um, and Robert Covington, I believe, is a lock in. No, he's not a lock in. His rewards for this season. I forget which promo it was though, but he is a free card. Um, and then the third player we're going to use is going to be Kevin Love. Kevin Love is a lock in, I believe, for season 1. When you lock him in, I believe he's an amethyst, and you can evo him to a diamond. Okay, and I'll show you why the third person we picked Kevin Love. So we're going to get into the game. Um, so when you're playing this, I'll tell you right off the bat, um, you're going to have to off ball with Kevin Love because he's the weakest link on defense. But on the offensive side of the ball, I'll show you why we pick Kevin Love. Okay, so let's see. Are we going to get the ball first? We do. Okay, great. So this is why we pick Kevin Love for the offensive side of the ball. You want to get the ball to Kevin Love. You want to get in the low post here with OG. What you want to do is you want to work him all the way underneath the basket. You want to drop step and just lay it up. Okay, if you get him underneath the basket, he really can't contest well, and you'll be able to drop step and get a good layup. That just cuts down on turnovers, so you don't have to try to run fast breaks or throw risky passes. So OG can't get a hand on the ball. So on the defensive side of the ball, like I said, you're going to off ball with Kevin Love, and that'll just help you play defense with him because he's not the best perimeter defender. So again, we want to get the ball to Kevin Love down here in the post. You want to get OG underneath the basket, drop step, and lay it up. Pretty simple. There's not much to it. Like I said, just using a good low post guy will help cut down on turnovers. If you can't lock in Kevin Love, make sure you get a post player who is good offensive post moves and who's strong. Because like you see, when you get OG underneath the basket and you bang him underneath the basket and bump him, you'll get like a stumble animation. Okay, and that's what you want to get. And once he stumbles, it's hard for him to recover to contest your layup after the drop step. So again, we want to get OG in the post. We want to bump him. We want to drop step, and boom, there you go. Cuts down on turnovers. You can just rinse and repeat. I mean, we're not going to go through all 50 points here, but you kind of get a general idea of how to complete these perimeter captains challenges. Okay, so the next challenge we're going to do is the Rudy challenge, and usually the big like center challenges, they'll usually have a win condition where it'll say something like you have to win the game without getting blocked. Right? That's exactly what Rudy's is right now. And we'll get into this challenge. I'll show you the players and kind of the technique and formula you can use to beat all of the center captains in the Spotlight Sims. So when we get into these players that we use, you want to have two good interior defensive players. I'm using Tyson Chandler and Ben Wallace. I believe the Tyson Chandler, he's evoed. I believe when you get him, he's an amethyst. You can find them probably somewhere on the auction house, probably at 4 or 5K. And then Ben Wallace, he's a little bit more expensive. If you do not have a Ben Wallace, You can get in, I believe Andrew Bogut has a free card that was released not too long ago. He's a really good uh, interior defensive player. There was a free Elvin Hayes. There's a lot of different options. You just, like I said, you want them to be um, good interior defensive player, and you want them to be able to rebound. Because the third person we're using is Kevin Johnson. He's a short guard, so they're gonna have to make up for a little bit of his rebounding. And I'll show you why we're gonna use Kevin Johnson in these challenges. So we're gonna go in and get into the Rudy challenge. Um, what I'll tell you about the Rudy challenge is you can't get blocked one time. Is have patience. Okay, I'll show you what you have to do. It's kind of tedious, but it's easy. It's time consuming but easy. So when we go into the Rudy challenges, um, oh, we got the ball first, which is good. Okay, so I'll show you why we picked Kevin Johnson. What you want to do is you want to go to the wing here with Kevin Johnson, ISO, call it quick isolation. Uh, you want to just blow by Rudy. You see that blow by animation, go up and you dunk it. A lot of the times, Kevin Johnson's so fast and he has a driving dunk that's really high, he'll get up in the air before Rudy can even contest it. A lot of times he won't even jump. So for the guard that you're using, I'm using Kevin Johnson. If you don't have, if you didn't get him, you don't have him. What you want to do is you want to get a guard who has a high speed with ball and high driving dunk. And then again, you just want to blow by Rudy, you get that blow by animation, and boom, he'll dunk it. I hate that he does the fancy elaborate dunks. But if you hold up on the right joystick, he should do like a regular two-handed dunk. And then that's a good thing that Kevin Johnson could do too. Rudy can't dribble, so you can get a lot of steals with him. But again, take your time. Offensive side of the ball, ISO. Um, you just take Rudy out here, blow by him, and dunk the ball. It's very simple. Like I said, time consuming, it's tedious, but he won't be able to block it. He's just not fast enough. So that's just some easy ways you can get the real spotlight sims. It's pretty simple. It's not that difficult at all. Um, like I said, for the perimeter captains like OG, you want to have two good perimeter defenders, and that third guy is you want a guy who's good offensively in the low post and who's strong. Okay, because what you want to do is you want to put OG underneath the basket, you bump him, he'll stumble, drop step, lay it up. Works every time. Um, and for the spotlight captains that are centers that they don't want you to get blocked, like the Rudy challenges, what you want to do is you want to have two good interior defensive centers, guys who are good. Um, they can match up well with Rudy, like in the post and things like that. And you want them to be able to rebound. And then for the third person is you want a guard that is fast, speed with ball, and who plays above the rim. He has driving dunk. Kevin Johnson's perfect. If you don't have him, there was also a free Stephon Marbury. I know there was a free Dwayne Wade. All those guys, all those type of guys who are like combo guards. They're fast. They can dribble, and they have a good driving dunk. Because what you want to do is you want to blow past Rudy baseline. He's going to get in the air and dunk the ball before Rudy can even really react to the speed of the player. So that's pretty much it. Another thing I'll tell you guys playing my team is get every free card you can get. Every promo that's out there, every free card, get it. If it's an amethyst, a diamond, don't think just because it's not a Galaxy Opal, I don't need this card. Get every free card. Because they're gonna make these challenges that they're requirement to say, hey, you can only use an amethyst, or you can only use a sapphire, or you can only use like the spotlight sims, you can only use a diamond, and you want to have those cards in your collection so you're not stuck trying to beat them. Okay, that's really it. If you guys have anything else you want us to take a look at, just drop a comment. We'll answer it to the best of our ability. If we have to make a video out of it, we will. But we're just trying to, make tips and tricks to help the community out. You guys take it easy.